Welcome, 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 welcome to WrestleCram. This is your boy, the host, but the most, but humble. I do mean humble. The Nostradamus, aka Derek, and I'm here, of course, on a Thursday to give you, of course, my 2 cents. First and foremost, thank you so much for being a part of the show. You're watching it today, you're watching it tomorrow, you're watching it next week. I truly do thank you from the bottom of my heart to the depths of my loins. I truly do thank you. Without you guys, it truly wouldn't be me. There's a reason why I say humble each and every time. If you don't do anything else for me, all you awesome people out there, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. Hit the sub button if you have not. And also hit the notification bell. I do seven core shows each and every week. I do this all the time, you guys. If you also want to leave a comment, go ahead and leave a comment as well. I thank you for that as well. Now, let's talk about it. If you don't know anything about my 2 cents, I try to grab one of the particular ones that I talk about on the Dirt Sheet Roundup. I try to grab that one, bring it to a intimate setting, and talk to you about it or whatnot. Everybody is talking about, of course, this failed cash-in with Austin Theory. Now, if you know anything about me, the only thing I didn't like about Austin Theory is that he always talks about that he's the youngest to do something. That's the only thing I was really not a fan of, is I'm the youngest to do stuff. But in-ring talent, awesome. The charisma, awesome. He didn't have go-home heat. He just had heat. That's what heels are supposed to do, get heat. So, my thing when it came to the Money in the Bank show is that, he wasn't even supposed to have it. He didn't participate in the matches, but yet, the storyline told him that he was getting a lot of course, opportunities by Vince McMahon, who was still over creative at the time, and he finagled his way into said match. Google finagled. But anyway, he was offered another go in, and he became, of course, the last participant and the winning participant to be in said match. Did a great job with having both the United States title and having or getting rid of the United States title to Bobby Lashley that night, and grabbing the Money in the Bank. Now, during the time that he became a Money in the Bank holder, he would play around talking to the tribal chief, saying that he was going to cash it in at WrestleMania. He was going to cash it in at the Last Man Standing match. No, not at WrestleMania. I'm sorry. I do apologize. The Last Man Standing match. He was going to cash it in on Drew McIntyre or Roman Reigns at Clash at the Castle. All attempts failed due to the fact that he either was attacked by Brock Lesnar or Tyson Fury, or the bloodline was there. That's what his complaint was when he finally cashed it in on not only a world champion, but a mid-carder on Monday Night Raw, and it was an open challenge. He didn't have to cash it in when it was an open challenge. He didn't have to. I don't know if the writers were thinking about the situation, but it was an open challenge. That means anybody could have came and challenged for the title. So he goes in, he almost wins, but Bobby comes back and destroys Theory, giving the opportunity for Seth to win again to retain the title, henceforth being the worst cash in of all time. Truly, this is to me, this is the worst cash in. And then it was Baron Corbin losing to Jinder Mahal. That was a bad one. But this was bad. This was truly bad. And his excuse was that he complained that the bloodline was always there. He was complaining that other people were jumping into the situation. Okay, that still did not give you the opportunity to cash in on an open challenge. So, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's clear it out. Back when, it was a thing, there was a person named RVD, Rob Van Dam. Rob Van Dam did not do what a lot of cash-ins people did. They did not attack during, before, or after a match. What he did was he sat down and he put the contract right there, and he said that he was going to face John Cena at One Night Stand, a match that they set up to do. So you're telling me that you couldn't have scheduled a match with Roman Reigns? You couldn't have scheduled one at a pay-per-view? You couldn't have scheduled one on SmackDown? You couldn't have, was the ultimate goal just to cash in after a match? Okay, I'm cool with that. But your theory was I tried to do that and I couldn't do that. So if you couldn't do that, then why didn't you just set up a match? Rob Van Dam did it. It doesn't. The rules of the Money in the Bank is that you choose when you want to face the world champion. You choose. It doesn't have to be on a after a match type of ordeal. You didn't have to do that. Now, should he have won if he did that? No, I don't think so. I think the goal was to, of course, have him lose, but he should have lost to Roman. He should have lost to the tribal chief. That should have happened on something that he would have done on a day that he would have chosen. Makes perfect sense. Now, instead of him being the monster heel that he is now, which I think is a horrible direction, and him holding the United States championship belt after Seth Rollins is a bad move. He's still, are you going to turn him into a mid-carder when we know what he should be, which is a person that's going for some type of title that's higher than a mid-card title? Yes. The answer is yes. Turning him into a monster heel is only going to make it even worse on him due to the fact that he has so much heat after this horrible cash-in. Why don't we do a crisis of, what is it called? It's called a crisis of not Crisis of Infinite. Him losing a lot, him not having crisis of confidence. That's what it's called. The crisis of confidence. have him lose, have him continuously lose, have him become not knowing if he even wants to be a part of the wrestling ever again. And then eventually build him up, consistently have him win over and over again. And then eventually, you let him be the one to take those belts off of Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. I mean, it makes perfect sense. You have so much time on your hands to literally do that and have what SummerSlam is in I'm guessing it's in July. I'm guessing, I may be wrong. But you have literally 6 to 7 months right now to just have him be destroyed for 4 of those months, and the next 2 to 3 have him build up, maintain his wins, have him never lose again, and eventually get him to face Roman Reigns and take those belts off of him at SummerSlam. I mean, it's a perfect thing to do. My opinion is a perfect thing to do. This could have been a better cash out if it was a bigger opponent, and if it was on a stipulation better than what we had. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What was Triple H thinking? Apparently, we're hearing that they wanted to wipe the slate clean with the Money in the Bank, as in getting rid of course, Money in the Bank for the pay-per-views as a gimmick, and putting it on of course, WrestleMania, where it should be. It should not be its own pay-per-view anymore. And, doing where it is now a year, you will have the time to actually do like a Seth Rollins, where he holds it for a very long time and then cash out, of course, in WrestleMania. I don't know if this is going to destroy. Hopefully, it does not destroy Austin Theory. Hopefully, it does not destroy the lineage of Money in the Bank. But goodness gracious, all I can say is that the way it's going, I don't see a great future for Theory. I don't see where he comes out of this within a year's time being as great that he should be. The only thing that I can possibly think of as of right now for Austin Theory to do is literally win the Royal Rumble. Let him win the Royal Rumble. This is my prediction on, or my booking of Theory now. Go ahead, have him win the Royal Rumble, and have him, to me, have him lose his Royal Rumble title shot. Have him go against, of course, John Cena, because apparently him and John Cena are supposed to face each other. So we'll have those go against each other. Have Rock, of course, have Dwayne Johnson go against Roman Reigns, but have him beat John Cena clean. Yes, he'll be the youngest person to win the Royal Rumble, but does not cash in that Royal Rumble win, giving it to Dwayne Johnson and having him face John Cena at WrestleMania, winning clean. I've seen a lot of people put him facing um, Stone Cold. No. Have him face John Cena. We've already seen the little snippets of, especially when John Cena came back, I think on his 20th or 25th anniversary, and he was upset behind that. Have him face Cena, have him win clean, and have him just on the edge of losing again until they get to SummerSlam, where he takes those belts off of course, Roman Reigns. What do you think? What do you think that should have happened, or are you okay with what Triple H has done? I think it's really fun. I think it's awesome. There are no wrong answers. Even my answer is not right, but I would love y'all to see what y'all have to say. Put in the comments, like, share, and subscribe, you guys. I love y'all so much. The best is truly yet to come, you guys. Until next time, love, peace, and of course, wrestling.